Amazon, I think.
Oh, wow.
And
R&F is a.
it's a company.
And.
And statement sticks. And so, yeah, and so then they had two different kind of color palettes. And this is the last time they will ever look like this. Pretty soon, they will look this. So let's just use that one. So it's pretty soft and melted a little bit because the weather is warm here right now. Or it's warm in the room. And I mean, I just literally smudged it on, but what I like about it is, you know, if I wanted to, I can really blend it with my fingers, or you can do this when you're wearing a glove. That might be better.
Have you washed it off?
Yeah, olive oil.
Olive oil will come. Olive oil.
But right now my hands are all kind of, and so I just put it right on. There's a little bit of dust under there and some acrylic paint. But I also have some pieces that are underneath here. This pink, and there's some red up there and some red down here and some pink down here that I put earlier. And the thing that I love about them is you can put acrylic paint over it. And then I kind of love this little pink line here. And so I just took my palette knife when I covered it up with paint and scraped the paint off so that that pink line would come back in.
Could you tell us why you can put acrylic paint over it?
Because it works. I mean, typically you cannot put acrylic on top of oil and get it to stay. But the oil sticks have maybe a little bit more texture to them.
Do you think over time it will fall off?
I don't, because now this might if I leave it like that, but this, no, it's just gone right into the canvas. And so far I haven't seen anything adverse like that happen.
What I find interesting is you started this one yesterday, and I've watched this bigger painting go through reiterations, but they are talking to each other.
Yeah. And also talking to other paintings in the room. Deborah just remarked.
Do you, Donna, is there a question that you want kind of to bring forward or get answered within this, or anybody have any questions with the oil sticks?
I mean, that literally was like a little gummed up remainder of oil stick, and there's like these little plastic wrappers that come on top, and I also just kind of smudge those onto the painting. You can just put it on there and use your palette knife maybe. You know, sometimes low color, this is all dried, but it dries pretty rapidly. And I just love working with them. I love working with them. They're really, I like the texture and how you can make them move, and they decide where they're going to go on your painting, right? So I love that too. It decides itself where it's going to be.
Your instruction yesterday really helped me. I had no idea you could use it with acrylic, and now I'm seeing too how you can scratch through the layers. And
Yeah,
it's very tactile.
very,
Put it on
very.
your hands.
Yeah, so there's a little bit of, so I'm just scraping off a little bit of that turquoise paint, and again, you know, so I can bring it through. There's so now that line's starting to show up a little bit more again. If you decide you want it to come through instead of covering it up. But yeah, they're one of my favorite tools for meeting to use. So that's all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're
Anybody
welcome.
else want to say anything or do anything at this moment? And the time is 3 o'clock. So in